NBC's Brilliant Minds premiered on September 23 with new episodes airing weekly on Mondays. The show is inspired by real-life physician Oliver Sacks and sees Zachary Quinto, Star Trek, American Horror Story, play a neurologist who has a condition called prosopagnosia, also known as facial blindness. After being fired from his previous job, Oliver Wolf takes his longtime friend up on her offer to work at Bronx General Hospital. Carol entrusts Dr. Wolf with a group of young interns, who are caught off guard by his unconventional approach to care. However, despite Oliver's initial resistance to being a teacher, Quinto feels that everyone has adapted to the new dynamic. The star explains that their different perspectives allow him to approach cases from all angles, which benefits the patient in the long run. In addition to Quinto, Tambula Perry, Ashley Lathrop, Alex McNichol, Ori Krebs, Spence Moore II, Teddy Sears, and Donna Murphy make up the main cast. Zachary Quinto, thanks for saying that. I'm glad that you're enjoying the show. I felt most interested in the fact that this was based on a real-life person, Dr. Oliver Sacks, who was a world-renowned neurologist, who lived and worked primarily in the middle of the 20th century, who made incredible, significant contributions to the field of neurology and also to the field of literature. He was a very prolific author. He was considered the poet laureate of medicine by the New York Times, and he wrote inexhaustibly about his patients and about the uniqueness of their disorders and diseases and conditions and injuries. He was very driven by this pursuit of understanding and accepting the patients as people, not just as illnesses. And at a time when medicine has become so primarily diagnostic, it was very special, I think, to consider playing a character that was inspired by someone like that Zachary Quinto. Pretty much every aspect of the character that I play is lifted directly from the life of Oliver Sacks. Oliver Sacks rode motorcycles. Oliver Wolf rides motorcycles. Oliver Sacks was a gay man. Oliver Wolf is a gay man. Oliver Sacks had prosopagnosia, face blindness. Oliver Wolf has prosopagnosia, face blindness. Oliver Sacks had a very complicated relationship with his mother. Oliver Wolf has a very complicated relationship with his mother, who also turns out to be his boss, so there are a lot of opportunities for them to confront the limitations of their relationship and evolve beyond them. Oliver Sacks was celibate for 35 years of his life, and Oliver Wolf has his own complicated relationship to his identity as a gay man, but it's contextualized in the modern world. We tell the stories of brilliant minds in modern day, present day, whereas Oliver Sacks was living and working at a time when identifying as a gay man openly was an impossibility because it would have absolutely limited his ability to make the contributions to the field of neurology and literature that he was so singularly and uniquely designed to make. And so he decided to sacrifice this aspect of himself, and I find that such a tragedy. So to be telling this story now, today, is really to explore how far we've come and what a different world we live in now than the one that Oliver Sacks lived in. And so for that, I'm really grateful. And I would say that that connection to the real-life person, while still having the opportunity to create the character from my imagination and creative collaborations with Michael Grassi and our amazing team of writers, was such a unique hybrid that it was a no-brainer for me once I put all the pieces together. Zachary Quinto, in the first episode of the show, they talk a lot about. I think a lot of people would consider the condition of prosopagnosia a real hindrance, a real obstacle, a real challenge. But I think that the way Oliver Wolf comes to see it is as a gift, as an opportunity to adapt and to evolve. And so many of the cases that we examine on Brilliant Minds are cases for which there really is no fix. There really is no cure. And the people that we're meeting as patients on the show are people who are having to adjust to a new normal in their lives. And so our show really does become about adaptability and about evolution. And I think that those are two qualities that had to be embodied by Oliver Sacks and therefore have to be embodied by Oliver Wolf. He needs to be able to adapt and evolve himself. And his condition of prosopagnosia is one of the primary, most tangible ways that he does that. And by the end of the pilot, that thing that he considers may be a deficit in his experience, he learns how to transform his relationship to it and see it more as a gift and as an opportunity to have deeper and maybe more meaningful insights into people and their experiences. Zachary Quinto, again, the relationship between Carol Pierce and Oliver Wolf on Brilliant Minds is inspired by the real-life relationship between Dr. Carol E. Burnett and Oliver Sacks. They were students together, they were colleagues. Carol E. Burnett was the first African-American woman to graduate from the Einstein School of Medicine. Oliver Sacks, obviously, had his own identity as a gay man to reckon with as it applied to his vocation and his career. And so I think that these two people found each other and found a common bond in the things that they had to work through and overcome in order to succeed. And so it's a really wonderful homage to their friendship and their relationship that Michael Grassi put the dynamic between Carol and Wolf at the center of Brilliant Minds. I love Tambula Perry. She's an absolutely phenomenal actress and such a great energy on set. She's really such a positive force of nature, and I just adore her. It's fun to work with her. She keeps me on my toes, she keeps me grounded, she keeps me motivated, she keeps me smiling, and I hope that translates in the relationship between Carol Pierce and Oliver Wolf on the show.